When life knocks you down, and life will knock you down, try to land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Welcome to Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle. In my last video, I took you on a motorcycle ride with me to Thunder Beach. In this video, I'm going to talk about my upcoming trip. So by the time you see this video, I'll already be on the road heading to Southern California, then Northern California to visit family and friends, and then back to Southern California for the holiday at the end of the month. And so in this video, we will talk about my travels in retirement and how I travel on a budget. So just to recap why I travel the country in my car, a few years ago, I went to an academic conference and flying home, I was stuck at airports all the way home. And that's never happened in all the years that I've traveled. And after that, I said, I will travel in my car. And one time I flew to California and the rental car prices were so high that I said, it's just less expensive for me to travel in my own car. So I started about 3 years ago and I traveled a month and a half visiting friends all over the country. Then last year I traveled a month doing the same trip I'm doing this month, which is Northern California, Southern California, and then back here to Alabama. So this is now becoming an annual trip. How do I fund these trips where I'm driving for a month or longer across the country? Well, I get my teaching income every couple of weeks, but currently, because I'm putting a lot of it in retirement, is I get one teaching income paycheck per month. Then I get my one pension check per month, and hopefully I have rental cash flow. It has been more steady in 2024, but it's still spotty. So you never know from month to month whether you're going to have cash flow or not have cash flow. What is a typical day like for me traveling? When you see this video, I will already have been on the road. What I do is I drive for about 6 hours a day, and then I take a nap, and then I grade my students for a few hours. What I don't want to do is get stuck watching HGTV, which is what I do. It's one of my guilty pleasures. And when I do that, I end up staying up late at night watching House Hunters. So I'm going to try to avoid that on this trip so that I'm not driving tired the next day. I always talk about living below my means, and I do that by traveling through a hotel chain where I get points. So my first night is actually free, so that won't cost me anything because of hotel stays that I've already had. I also stay at a hotel that has a microwave in the room, it has 24/7 free coffee in the lobby, and it has free breakfast in the morning. Most of the hotels have the egg whites with veggies, and that's what I try to eat to stay healthy. What I'm doing to stay healthy on this trip is I'm going to try and get my 10,000 steps in per day. And in the comments, let me know what you do to stay healthy, either before retirement or while in early retirement. You might be saying, how does he enjoy himself traveling on a budget? Well, a lot of people quote Ramit Sethi as saying, spend extravagantly on the things that you enjoy and cut mercilessly on the things that do not bring you pleasure. And I subscribe to that. While traveling across the country, I carry with me cans of mixed vegetables so that I'm not stopping at fast food restaurants. I can warm it up in the hotel in the microwave, and it keeps my cholesterol down and keeps my A1C in check. So I do that to try to stay healthy. Now, when I'm with my friends and family, we go to very nice restaurants. And what I do is I tip 100% of the bill to the waitstaff because these are hardworking people. And what I've learned from some of my friends who are financially free is to pay it forward. Please like and subscribe and share my videos with any of your friends that you think would like to retire early and would like this content. So on this channel, I do not normally talk about spending money as I just did just a moment ago. Let's talk about my saving money. Throughout this year, I have had between a 40 to 45% savings rate, which is down from that peak of 50%. And that's because I have some really heavy bills coming up in December, mainly property taxes. And I don't have a cash reserve like your perfect financial people have. What I do is I have teaching income and rental income, and I hope that that covers my property taxes for my rentals. Maybe in the future, I'll be one of those perfect financial gurus that has everything perfectly aligned, but that's not me today. And so what I'll do is in December, I will pay my property taxes and I will hope for rental income. Also, in December, my wife, I, and our puppy, of course, will be going to the RV for Christmas at the lake. And so I do enjoy life. I just enjoy life on the things that really make me happy, which is fishing. Also, I am building my parachute on the way down. I have built, as you've seen in my prior videos, I've built back my retirement account from when I retired. That has been 3 or 4 years of steadily saving money and paying down debt on rental property down payments and putting money back into my retirement accounts. And I'm still doing that. So I think 2025 is going to be a much better year even than 2024. Please stay with me as I go from living on a low pension and a low income in retirement to building wealth. If you want to see how someone without a large nest egg can fire and retire early, stick with me. The quote of the day: you will be exactly as happy as you choose to be. Remember, never let your past determine your future.